On the counterintelligence investigation, because this is where I believe, this is where the wheels came off. Both General Masemola and Mokanazi testified that you disbanded the PKTT under the mistaken belief that it was the unit investigating drug cartels in Gauteng. Are you aware of that?
No, I deny that very strongly.
But are you aware that this is what they testified?
I'm aware
Okay.
of what they were saying, and I deny it very, very strongly.
Their testimony draws a link between that decision and your alleged association with Brown Mogotsi, who in turn is linked to Kat Matlala, reportedly tied to a Gauteng-based drug cartel. You have denied this claim, but why do you believe two of the country's most senior police officers would make such serious allegations against you if there was no basis for it?
Now, number one, I did say, and I said that there were two ways in which there are two kinds of reaction to my directives. The first one was General Masemola, to whom I wrote the directives. They were addressed to him. For all purposes, we moved along right from the beginning with General Masemola. I don't want to lie. We were together up until after March. We were together, step after step, with him playing a role, coming up with phases and all of that. But on the other hand, General Mchunu took a much more confrontational line or stance as a reaction to my directives. One is national, one is provincial. Now, why ultimately they would say that, it's something that I'm still quite baffled about, that I'm associated with drug cartels. Now, I'm saying in this room, there's no drug cartel that I'm linked to. There's none. And I've never acted in support, directly or indirectly, of any drug cartel in South Africa. It has never happened.
Minister, are you aware that Brown Mogotsi is linked to Kat Matlala?
In terms of what is coming out now with in the Madanga Commission, it does look like they are quite close to each other, something that I've never been aware of all the time about Brown Mogotsi. It's something that it's just emerging now.
The very Brown Mogotsi that has been sending you messages that you said is a crafty character, that you have been receiving messages from him, and you said that sometimes this guy actually makes no sense. So that tells us that there's a pattern of communication. So you earlier on said that you are not linked to any drug cartels directly or indirectly. Based on the fact that you have Brown Mogotsi linked to a drug cartel and in communication with you, what do you make of that?
Well, I'm saying that I do know Brown Mogotsi, and I have spoken to him, and we have met on occasions. Now, I wasn't aware of any other person he links up with in his own time. I wasn't aware, totally unaware. I've never asked him, who else do you speak to? Who else do you do what with? I've never asked him that question. It is emerging only now, all those matters, that all of us are becoming aware of. And I'm concerned about it. That's what I've said. But up to now, I'm saying I've never spoken to to Matlala. I've never linked up with him on anything, from him to me, or from me to him. And we've never met in person. It has never happened. And I've said, even when the word link is used, it is running empty. I've never seen anyone putting on the table anything concrete to say this is evidence of the link. It's an accusation, and that's partly what I'm dealing with here, and therefore, and I did say on the 12th of June, which was something like a few weeks before the Durban media briefing by General Mchunu, I had convened a meeting where General Masimula was expected to present, together with whoever he would have delegated the job to present a special crime intelligence. Why do we have so much drugs in the country? Why do we have so much illegal firearms? And why do we have so many murders and so on? No, it was drugs and firearms. That meeting took place, and I did take a detailed report. It was an effort to understand this on my side, having raised it in November, to then start getting to fight all these matters and reverse the trend that everybody is concerned about.